I have essentially 7 days to prep for my 3-day craft market. I have some product from past craft markets, but I still feel like there's a lot of prep I have to do. I'm making this video, one, to motivate myself of prepping because prepping is a lot and it's not the most fun, and two, just so you guys can prep with me, maybe learn some tips and tricks on craft markets and selling crochet. So far, what I have to do is I need to go to Walmart and buy a tote for storing a lot of my products, and then move and tag all the stuff that I have made and itemize it. And then I need to kind of go through what I already have, see what more I should make. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. In 7 days, I'm actually going to be setting up for the market and having the market, which I'm going to have as a separate video. But here is just my prep. So this is a good time. If you have a market to prep for, you can prep with me while watching the video. Smile. Okay, thanks. Okay, I'm kind of out of breath. I brought up my 2 totes that I store everything in. So what I like to do is have like one of my totes with all of my baskets, signs, things like that. And then I like to have all of my product in another tote. Oh, I'm still out of breath. I bought this new tote because I really want to put a lot of my like winter product in it, because right now my product tote has a lot of winter things and I don't think I really want to bring them to the market for July, you know? So I'm gonna put all of that in the other tote, then go through all the product that I have in this tote, itemize it all out. I use Square for my point of sale, so make sure I have the correct amount of things in my Square app. I need to tag all my new product and then put it in this tote. And then that way I can get kind of an idea of how much more I need to start prepping. Okay, I put everything in my tote, my winter stuff, which takes up a lot of this tote actually, so I am pretty happy to have that in like a separate spot. But I think I might keep out these little bear hats. I don't know, I just feel like maybe they'll sell. I mean, with people like having like fall babies, maybe people will like stock up. Not sure if I'll make more, but these are so cute, so I think I'm gonna include them even though they're kind of wintry. If you guys want a really quick overview of what things I have that I have left over from some of my older markets, I have a ton of bandanas. They don't sell as well as I thought they would. I thought they're super cute, but I guess, I don't know, I think it's hard for me to display them. So if you guys have any ideas on the best way to display a bandana, let me know. And I don't want it to be one of those like foam heads that you put like a bandana on, because I just think they're so creepy and weird and I don't feel like it fits the aesthetic, you know what I mean? I have these pillow cozies by Miss Moon in Heaven. I have tons of different colors. I've made more of them as well. I have a lot down here. I have some magnets. These don't do well either, but they're kind of fun. And then I have all my car hangings. So I have strawberries, cherries, and then I also have mushrooms, which I only have a few mushrooms, so I might need to make more of these. I've been making these toddler bags. So cute. I just have some random like bags that I've made in the past that I just don't use, so want to try to sell them. I also have these keychains and then plant hangers, which I think are super cute. I personally love plant hangers. I love using them all around my house. I just think it like adds greenery in all the corners, which I love. But here's the crochet plant hangers. I do have a pattern for this. You can find it. I can never remember which side it's on, but it'll pop up in a corner. A boatload of scrunchies, like this pile right here, is all like velvet scrunchies. I think they're super cute. I have a couple ghosts left. I'm not gonna be making more of these, so I'll just, when they sell out, they're done. I have blueberries. I have made more of these guys because they're just so cute. I have these cows, which I have quite a few of these cows. They were my best seller. Last year though, or like recently, they haven't been selling as well. So I kind of don't want to make more. Also, I'm kind of tired of just making this pattern over and over and over again. Then I have some chickens. These also haven't been doing as well lately, so I'm not going to be making more of them. I feel like chickens are also becoming like kind of overdone, and like every single crochet booth has these specific chickens. So I'm just like, once they're done, I'm done. I made these little like flower keychains in a couple colors. These also didn't do as amazing as I thought they might. Then I have one little bee. I haven't decided yet if I want to make more of these or not, but I feel like bees are like similar to like chickens, where like every crochet booth has them. Then I have these little mushroom guys. These sold really well last year. I have 7 of them. I wasn't really planning on making more of them just because I want to have other things besides having the same thing that people saw last year. So I don't think I'm gonna be making more. These little frog guys. And then I have these little octopus guys. So they're like small, good for like little kids. It feels like they're not buying something massive, and their parents tend to like okay them a lot more than a bigger item. Yeah, so that's all my old stuff that I have. I'm going to go on my phone and look at Square and double check that the number of products that I think I have, I do actually have. Make sure that's all good to go, pack it into here, and then we'll go through all of my new stuff. I told you I made so many more pillow cozies. I updated all of my inventory for everything in my tote here, so I put everything away besides my other pillow cozies because, oh gosh, they're all falling. Because I ran out of my little like labels. Last year when I was prepping these, I was like too late to buy more and everything, but I bought more after the fact because I knew I was probably gonna need them. So I have a lot of labels I need to put on. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get all of them, but hopefully I can at least get most of them. If you want some really great leather tags, like look how cute this is, my little label, and then it actually like screws in the back, so it's like super secure. I will link the ones that I get down below because they are super great. I literally have 5 labels left and 5 that I need labels on. That works so well. Oh my gosh. Tracking all my inventory is like my favorite and least favorite thing all at the same time. I don't know why, but I just like love being able to be like, here's all my inventory and like here's how many I have of each color and like having it all organized. But I don't really like the act of sitting down and actually doing it, if you know what I mean. My tags are so cool. So shout out my girl Cameron at Cameron's Cute Creation. Her whole thing is helping people who sell at crochet markets. I have learned like almost everything from her. She's great. She has these Canva templates specifically for tags and then gives tips on like where to buy them. So she gets them at Vistaprint, so I got them at Vistaprint. She has a spot where you literally just like fill in your logo and all your information. And then on the back is super cool. You can put the price, the size, and then the care information, which is super nice. It's also like a way that they can take home essentially a business card without actually grabbing a business card. So it's a 2-for-1. I highly recommend doing it. Okay, I'm so scared. I think I might need to order more tags. Now here's the pile of product that I've been slowly accumulating onto my desk. So we need to go through all this, tag it if it needs to, mark it in my point of sale because some of these are new products. Honestly, most of them are new products. Itemize and do all that stuff. So I'm gonna carry all of this over there. I definitely dropped so much over here. Okay, gotta go back. It's all the small stuff, it's falling. Okay, I'll show off everything that I made and then go through itemizing, tagging it and everything. So very first thing, I made a little hedgehog. This pattern was super cute, but this part was so much work and so not fun. It looks amazing, it looks great, but it wasn't very fun and easy to do. So I literally only made the one. I made these little shelf ducks. So it literally sits on a ledge like this and it looks down, which can you imagine this being like in a little kid's room? So cute. Here they are on a ledge. Look how cute. They're gonna look so cute in the booth. I made some triceratops. I thought little dinosaurs would be really cute to make. So I made green and purple ones. I made little ducks. How cute are these guys? I haven't really sold any ducks yet, so I'm curious to see how they do. Then I made another type of duck, which is this little guy. So it's called wildflower duck. So it looks like it has like a little wildflower on top of his head. How adorable is that? Then I made a couple caterpillars. These guys are so cute. What else? Like, I threw everything down here, so I'm trying to sort through what's new. Oh yeah, I just have a couple more like octopus guys in different colors. And then I also made these little alligators. I made these little fish. The tutorial was fairly easy and they're just so cute. I only made 2 of them because I'm like, I don't know how well these are gonna sell, but I just thought they were so cute. And I had the yarn to use, so I was like, why not? Then lastly, I literally just finished this today. I made a little mushroom guy. I made 2 or 3 of them last year and they all sold, and they're like a pretty high price point because they take so long, which shocked me that people actually bought them. So I was like, I might just make at least one, this guy, or maybe 2, maybe if I have time to make another one. But the best part about this guy, 1, he's adorable, but 2, is his little booty. I need to start itemizing all this because this is so much. Yeah. And figure out which ones need tags and if I have enough tags. I don't think I'm gonna have enough tags, to be honest. Literally, this is all I have left for tags. I probably should have ordered more. So I did make a couple tops for this market specifically. I have one butterfly top, like normal butterfly top here. If you're interested in the pattern, it'll be in one of the corners. And then I also have my long sleeve butterfly top that I made, and it doesn't fit me, so I'd much rather like to sell it and have someone else love it. So here's with the sleeves, which also in one of the corners. Definitely need tags for these 2. So there's 2. Then I made some knit tops actually. So it's like a bandana type top, super cute. It's by Knitwear by Joan. Such a pretty fun top. The yarn as well is Hobie yarn. It's like a silk cotton blend. So I'm definitely gonna need tags for those as well, which also I have 3 tops that I need to finish of these. I've been using my little like I-cord machine to make these. That way it saves me time and people money. I need to finish those, but those at least need tags. So that's 4 right there. I have 3 in my room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I just have an extra. So that means that literally all this stuff doesn't have a tag for it. I'm down 23 tags. So I need to order some and hope that it gets here in time. But the thing that is somewhat nice is with these all being like smaller items, worst comes to worst, put them in a basket and make a little sign for the prices for each one. So I'm not extremely worried by any means. But if there is some larger items that I decide to make, like more of the shelf goose, like ledge gooses, or even like the mushroom guys, I'm gonna need a tag. Either I order and hope for the best, or this is a sign that I'm done market prepping. It doesn't seem like a lot of stuff, you know, but once you start like putting them in the booth and like setting it all up, it's actually a lot. Granted, I also don't have 24 of my plushies in here as well. And all my garments are downstairs too, so my garments aren't showing as well. The time before a market is always like the most confusing and stressful time, because you're like, did I make enough? Like, I never know. Like, I'm definitely not going to sell out. I know that, but it's more like, should I make more of a specific item? Like, do I think that's gonna sell well? Should I like scour the internet to find more patterns that might sell better? I don't really know, but maybe I'll order some more tags because I'm gonna need them anyways. If they come, they come. If they don't, I'm not extremely concerned. I'll figure it out. We're not gonna make it, friends. Thursday for $35. One, they might come after I've already packed everything on Thursday. Oh, I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth it. I'm just gonna send myself some later. We have to work without tags. That was not very smart of me to not buy tags early. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? That definitely took me way longer than expected. I think it's been like 3 hours. I was kind of like doing other things in between and everything. Definitely took me a lot less time than it would have if I literally would have like knitted all the cords. Oh my gosh, that would have taken days. So I'm very happy to have this side cord machine. It helps a lot. So now I need to block all of the tops. I also need to figure out the pricing for some of them. The ways that I price things mostly are I figure out how long it takes me to make something. So I like time myself essentially. And then however long it takes, I factor in like my hourly rate. But with these knit tops and like my butterfly top and everything, I didn't time myself because knitting, I'm not as good, I would say, with crochet. So my hourly rate, I put a little bit lower. It just takes a really long time to do shirts and everything. So I've decided to price them a little different. And I've been pricing them basically like per yard of yarn that was knit / crocheted or whatever. I give a certain like dollar amount to that. And then I also added the materials used. Now I need to wait for these to dry and be done blocking, and then I will tag all of them. We'll see if they sell. Here's my update for Monday. I made 8 more frogs and used up all of my green yarn, so I just wanted to make them until they run out since these guys don't need a tag, so that works out pretty well. I'm a little concerned just because I don't have tags, and like I keep thinking like, oh, I could make this, but then I don't have a tag. My bandana tops dried. They dried really quickly. That is the benefit of cotton. I just went through and like pulled up my square on one screen and then pulled up an Excel spreadsheet, and I marked down all the items that I'm like are probably gonna sell. I didn't really mark down the things that I don't think are gonna sell, and then summed it all up just so I could have like a visual of everything. And for the total amount of items that I am bringing, not including all the miscellaneous stuff that might sell, who knows, it's a total of $3,240. Last year, I sold $2,436 over the 3 days. So yeah, I don't really know how to feel about that. I have $1,000 worth of product more than what I sold last year, so that's good, I guess. But also it's like that number kind of means nothing because it all depends on the product that's selling. I'm probably gonna be totally fine, but I'm like, in my head, I'm like, do I need to make more things? I don't know. I mean, I have $3,000 worth of product, which is pretty crazy. So I don't know. I also forgot to mention, I was getting anxious earlier today and I started thinking about how insanely hot I'm gonna be this weekend because right now it was a high of 101 degrees today. It's supposed to maybe be a high of 97 on the longest day, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday. And I just started getting stressed out a little bit of how hot and sweaty I'm probably gonna be. And I started looking on like TikTok to see, I was like, does anyone have any good tips for this? I found that there's like a fan, like a literal fan you can get and put it up in the middle of your tent to just like help circulate air, and it's battery powered, so you just charge it the night before and everything. On a whim, I bought one because it was on Amazon and it said that it would be delivered in 2 days, so it's literally already supposed to come tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm very curious to see if that actually works, but I thought I'd mention it. You'll have to watch my actual craft market video to see whether or not it was beneficial. Yeah, but I'm kind of excited about it. Hello, it is Wednesday. Tomorrow we're going to be actually loading everything in the truck, so it's ready to go on Friday, but I just wanted to give a really quick final see ya for this video because it's getting really long. First, I made a boatload of alligators that I need to actually itemize out into square. Another update is I got my fan in the mail, which I'm so excited about. It's a light as well. I charged it and everything. Oh, it's starting to spin because I don't have the actual like fan blades on, but you can see like it just starts. I think it's gonna be really nice. I'm really excited to use it. That is basically my update for final prep, besides tomorrow actually loading. But this video is already getting really long, so maybe I'll save that for my actual craft video vlog that I will be posting after this. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video, which will be my actual market and how it went. Bye!
I wish I could leave my skin behind in this old rented room, float my way across the great divide and be buried in